Hello, welcome again to my YouTube channel, and today we're going straight into it. How to set up a gig on Fiverr. I'm going to walk you step by step all that you need to do to set up a gig on Fiverr. A gig on Fiverr that earns you money. So that is what I'm going to be sharing with you on my channel. As always hit the like button, subscribe to this channel so you get to see more of this video, and don't forget to leave a comment below of videos that you think that I need to put up for you who are my very fan on this channel. Let's move right in. Now, setting up a gig, the very first thing you must know is you must know what your gig is going to be about. Now, a gig is a service or a skill that you are going to sell to a buyer on the Fiverr platform. At this point, I want to assume that you already have a Fiverr account, but if you don't have, click on this card up here. It's going to take you right straight into a step-by-step process to creating a Fiverr account. Now, if you have already created your Fiverr account, let's move right on. But if you have not, quickly go and watch that video and come back right here and let's get this done with. All right. Now, what problem are you going to solve with this particular this gig? That is very important. Okay, your Fiverr, the reason you're on Fiverr is to make money. You're not on Fiverr for anything else other than to make money. Of course, you have to exchange service for money. Now, that service you're going to provide is so crucial. The way you present it, it depends on how buyers are going to look and purchase your gig. Of course, packaging is important. When we mean packaging, I'm not talking about the kind of clothes you wear, but how you put up with your gig on Fiverr is going to determine how buyers are going to click on it, make a purchase, and you earn money on Fiverr. So let's jump right in. So when you log in, this is exactly what you're going to see. First, in case you don't see this, you click on this here. Now it's saying switch to buyer. When you're clicking on it for the first time, it's going to show click on selling or click on seller. When you click on it, it's going to bring you right to this dashboard. On the dashboard, then you're going to see this option gigs. When you click on gigs, then it's going to bring you to active gigs. Like here, I have 5 active gigs, then 2 that are paused. Now these 2 paused gigs, as you can see, they have no clicks, no impressions, no order, no cancellation, but of course they are paused. So of course, when the gig is paused, there's no traffic coming to it. It's as good as not being there. It's just like something you keep on the shelf in your supermarket and it's locked up somewhere, maybe because it's expired or something. Okay, now I pause them for reasons. Now if you look at proofread and edit 1,000 words within 24 hours. Wow. Now I made this gig in the year 2016, and that is quite a long time, and nothing just happened, and I didn't even take it seriously. A lot of persons, they are going to create their gigs like this. I'm going to edit this particular gig. I think this is what we are going to work on with. We are going to create a proofreading and edit 1,000 words within 24 hours. Now this is a gig, and this gig is expected to earn money if it is done the right way. Now I have no idea what this was about when I was doing this, so I just created it. Now I'm going to start up with this. Now for you who is just starting, I know I told you we're going to create a gig from scratch. So creating a gig from scratch is easy. You click on create a new gig. When you click on create a new gig, yes, it's going to take you to a page, and on this page you're going to fill every option that you find on the page, and you're going to optimize it such that it's going to rank the same way we do search engine optimization on Google. It is also important right here on this platform on Fiverr. So we're going to go into it. Now, has already been done for you. What exactly do you want to do? I think our focus is going to be on proofreading 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 words, depending on what you want to focus on, okay, and your expertise. Now, proofreading a document is not so much thing that is you're going to crack all your brain on. It has to do with checking for the sentence structure and ensuring that everything is aligned properly where you're supposed to dot your, dot or cross your T's and dot your I's. Everything is done in a proper manner. A lot of persons don't have time to do all of this. They are writers, so all they do is spill out ideas from their mind. They put it on paper. They don't have the time to check the punctuations and all of that. That is why that is a problem, and you want to solve that particular problem. So how do we do it? Let's hop right in. I think I'm talking too much here. Okay, now I will proofread proofread. Okay, let's do 1,000 words in less than 24 hours. Okay, now I have a tool here. I would recommend it to anyone. You can install it. It can help you check. Now that you're going into proofreading, you're going to be checking for grammatical error. Okay, they are not sponsoring this video, but it's a free tool that you can use. It is called Grammarly. You can search it on Google. It is so easy to work with. Just search Grammarly. Okay, just if you use Chrome browser, Grammarly, you do Grammarly extension. Okay, right, you search your browser, you hit the enter button. Okay, then you click on it. When you click on, okay, you can see it here, Grammarly for Chrome. It takes you to a page, your extension page. Now, oh, I've already installed it. You're going to see install this, you install, and that is it. Just go, it searches for errors for you, and you're good to go. All right, now let's move on with what we're trying to create. Okay, now, like I said, our focus is proofreading and editing 1,000 words within 24 hours. Now, it can be unique for you. Now, it is important that you stay and stick to the end of this video. Now, towards the end of this video, I'm going to be sharing with you tips on how to drive traffic for free to your gigs, and they click on it and place orders. So that is why you have to follow me as we take this and go along. Now you do this. Now this category is important that you choose the right thing. Now Fiverr is designed such that it's programmed to detect the area of interest that your gig is in. So you can pick one. If you are not comfortable with one, does this really matter? Of course it does matter. There's nothing like when you have an organized arrangement, something you're working with and it's well organized. All right, let's go on. I think I'm still talking too much. Okay, go on, let's go on. Okay, so just the categories. All right, this has already been selected for us. Now service type, you click on it. Of course, what are we doing? We are proofreading. Okay, proofreading. What language? Can we just focus on English for now? All right, I'm going to scroll down. Is anything like that? English. Okay, English. That's our focus. Okay, we're doing English. Okay, if depending on where you're watching for, whatever your language is, okay, you can pick from this option. Okay, all these are important. Okay, now why you proofread? Now the search tags. Search tags are also important. They help streamline, the gig that you're dealing with. Okay, this is proofreading, so of course everything that is in this respect you pick, and you have only 5 tags that you can add here. For more bad tags, we can talk about that in another video, but let's move on. Okay, now proofreader, copy editing, graphics design, is that related? No, I'm going to take this out because of course the graphic designer and proofreading, do they relate together? I don't think so. So I'm going to select critic. Of course, what else do you think we can put in here? We can put proofreading. We can put of course copyright. Okay, you can put copyright, just to at least we know. You can, of course, I don't expect you to do this because I know you are not going to be, of course, maybe your interest is in proofreading and editing documents, okay? So, but if that is not your interest, you know what to do when it comes to search tags. Search tags, they help you even on Fiverr. This is one of the tips I was telling you I was going to share with you. Now on Fiverr, the same way Google search works, Fiverr search also works that way. Now people are coming on, buyers are coming on Fiverr and they are searching for different terms. They are searching for different terms. They are searching for how I need a proofreader. I need copy editing. I need someone to help me. Now, those are search terms. They are tags, so to say, that help streamline for that buyer a seller that can meet their needs. So it's good to select the right tags. Okay, I think that is also important. So you click on save, then it's going to take you to the next page. I think I started on the wrong footing here, so I'm going to go back to the overview page. Okay, now I did start on the wrong footing, but I just noticed now if you check on the tabs here, you have overview, pricing, description. Okay, I think it looks like I'm editing the one I did earlier, but if you're starting afresh, it's good to move from one tab to the next. Okay, when you hit on save here, it should take you to pricing. Okay, or is it going to take you to requirement? I think it should take you to pricing, because this is where you decide. Yes, it's going to take you to pricing. Pricing is the next tab, and we're going to quickly go in and fill this up. All right, scope and pricing. How much am I going to put? How much am I going to start with? Okay, now you have options to. Now, if you're starting on Fiverr, you could just start up with a basic gig, up to, as in starting up with a basic gig, I mean, just you have just one item to sell. Okay, now if you want to split it into three, Fiverr gives you that option to have 3 packages. What these 3 packages are, okay, now when you click on 3 packages, you see a video that tries to explain to you what these.
Today we're going to show you how to set up a triple package, which allows you to create 3 different compelling bundles to sell on your gig page. It's a great way to give.
After watching this video, of course. Now, let's go in. For the basic, we're going to be doing all 3 because it is important. Of course, there are some persons who don't want 1,000. They want 2,000. They want 3,000 words. They have even 10,000 words and they need a proofreader. What are you going to do? Okay, now, they are split into, from the least to the highest. Okay, from the least, from the basic to the premium. So in that order. Now, if you see, I've aligned it 1,000, 3,000, 2,000. We could just do, we could just make it 2,000, 2,000. Then here you could say up to let's do up to 4,000, up to 7,000. There's nothing wrong with that, because you're saying up to that amount. That means it could be less. So depending on what, if it is beyond this, you could tell them to contact you directly. All right, we are on the pricing tab. Now, this is also important when you talk about, you give a little detail about what you intend to accomplish. Now, you can see what I wrote here: comprehensive proofreading and editing service. Click select for additional word count option. Now, you're just starting. If you look, it probably looks a bit confusing. All right. Now, another tip, that is why I told you have to watch this video step by step. You are quickly going to go back on Fiverr and do spy searching, because you are not the first person doing proofreading on Fiverr. There are other persons. So you go back into Fiverr. You can do that from another tab. Okay, you do that from another tab, and you go back to, you switch to buyer. Okay, just a second while this loads up. Yes, on the buyer tab, on the search bar, you remember your search tags. Once you begin to type, just as it shows up on Google, the same thing happens here. Proof reading, awesome. proofreading and editing. These are terms that are highly searched on Fiverr. So you click on the first option and let's get some ideas from people who are very successful on Fiverr. Wow, you can see a lot of persons just doing this. For this person just earned starting at 20. This is starting at 45. Oh my god, this is good money. Whoa. Okay, anyway, let's look for one that is very pretty successful, that has at least 1,000 and the review is 5. Awesome. This is something we can work with. Native English, proofreading, and editor. So let's click on this. We are not copying what the user is doing. The idea is not to copy their work, but to get ideas from what they have. You can see he has 7 orders in the queue. This is awesome. I'm not telling you to focus on this, but this is an area to also look at if you're interested in proofreading and editing. Okay, now let's see his options here. Wow, he starts at $5. What does he doing? What is he doing here? You see, he called this basic one oak sapling. Sorry if I didn't pronounce that word. Now proofread your document professionally in big increment of 250 words. Wow, 250 words. Okay, although we already mentioned our target is 1,000 words in our title, that is why looking at other sellers can give you an idea of basically what you should do. So we're going to speed this up and pick up some ideas from this. Now you can see here, proofreading and copy editing your document professionally in big increments of 250. Awesome. Now he does every 250 is $5. Oh, sorry. Here 250 is $10. If I increase it to, okay, you can see if it is 500, I have $20. If it is the 1,000 we're talking about, $40. You can see it is sort of fixed. But on this part, what makes this different? Actually, okay, increment, proof your document. Our focus is not to begin to go deep into all of this so that I don't waste your time on this. So we're going to delve right in. Awesome. Now, ours can be unique. We choose up to 1,000 words. Okay. Okay. Let's just make it 500. Start. All these ideas are coming in from at least. Okay. Now I can make this. Now I'm just starting. So here I can say proofread your document and edit. Okay, now you can choose, are you satisfied in doing this within a day, or you can do this within, okay, now as you begin to get more buyers, you may want to consider increasing this delivery day to maybe 2, 3 or thereabout. Don't think it will really affect or hurt your sale, because if they need it urgently, they will also contact you and tell you, please, I need it ASAP, can you deliver this? So please take note of that. So that's that about that. We're going to run through this. Okay, I'm just going to use proofread your document and edit. Okay, let me go spy it in. Like I said, proofread your document professionally. Okay, now I'm going to say proofread your document. Proofread and edit your document. That is fine. Here I can now say awesome. Comprehensive reading and editing service. That is also fine. Okay, here I can also say professional editing. Now, if you notice, I made this 2 days, 2 days. Now, the more the words, of course, you need more time. I could make this 3 days. Now, this is not a standard. It could be any number of days depending on how you think you can acquire or achieve this. Okay, words included. Now, this is also critical. That's the strategy that was used in there. We could also imply that strategy here. I could say, okay, for every 500. Now, we have not made up our mind on here too. I could say 500. Maybe I do 1,000 there. Okay, here I put 1,000. It is becoming a little bit confusing, but whatever you're not clear about, you don't have to use it. Okay, now, this is not something that must be put in your document. You have already stated it that this is the number of words in your document. Take this out. Now, grammar and spelling check. Now, do you want to offer that in the basic plan? If that is not in the basic plan, to draw attention to this, to the standard plan, you can just stick it for this. Now, fact checking. Now, do you want to fact checking? In fact checking, that means you have to go online and check for plagiarism to see if the document is unique and all of that. That is quite tough. You want to offer that in your basic, okay, or maybe you don't even want to offer that in your standard plan, but you think you can offer that in your premium plan just to attract sales to that. Now, revision is important because when you're dealing with document, of course, when you finish proofreading your document, you send it back to your buyer, there's the possibility for them to identify something that you need to change. So you can also use this as a method too of creating more sales for yourself. Anyway, let's move on with this. We've spent over 20 minutes already. We've spent some time already. Okay, now let's move on. So for basic, this is proofreading. This is quite a tasking job. Put 2 here, 3, and maybe 3, 2. Now, it is not advisable to use unlimited revision because that is also an option that you can use here. Unlimited means if you meet a buyer who is not very happy or didn't wake up on the good side of the bed, he could put your work on revision for infinity. That could take your whole time. You're not earning any money from that, and you know what that means. Now, let's say we are starting with 5. Okay, we saw that some sellers are selling 40, 50, and all of that. Now you're starting up. You can scale this. This is a business. There's nothing like starting small and growing from there. The first thing is, let me get my first sale. By the time I get my first sale, my ranking on Fiverr, here is tip number 2 or 3. As you begin to get your sales, your ranking on Fiverr begins to increase. And that means there's more opportunity for you to get more buyers. You get ranked on the page because there are a lot of sellers on Fiverr. If you have not made sales at the beginning, it might be very tedious. But as time goes on, you begin to climb the ladder of success. At the beginning, truth be told, at the beginning it's going to be difficult. You might make your first sale within 24 hours of creating your gig. You could make your first sale within 1 week, within 1 month. It could even take up to 2 months. Don't tell me you are discouraged. Starting up a business is not easy, but it's not really difficult. It just requires persistence, being able to follow up. Okay? So what will I be doing? I've created a gig. I'm just going to sit here and wait for buyer to come. Oh boy, then you are really going to wait. You're really going to wait. The best thing to do is to get on with whatever it is you were doing before you created that gig. Get yourself, get busy. Let's move on. Alright. More tips to come. So that is why I told you have to stick to the end of this video to learn more, to have more, to do more, and to earn more. Alright, we'll go on. Now, add extra services. Now, whatever it is you think you want to add. Now, for the basic, like this is a strategy that you could also put while creating your gig. Now, you have said 2 days delivery. on the basic gig. Now, what if you tell them that you're going to do it within 24 hours if they will just pay $5 more? That sounds enticing, okay? Because it is not even up to, okay, now, I think maybe I skipped this, I didn't tell you this, your pricing, you say I use 5, 10, 20. Now, this is not a standard, okay? This is just the test gig. You could research the market, but it's good since you're starting, you don't have to blow your gig and begin to put 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, okay? Except you know your thing, you think, okay, maybe with everything you have put in place, that is the value of that particular gig. Why not? Of course, you could sell your gig for $1,000. There are persons who sell their gigs for $1,000, $2,000 for just one sale on Fiverr. Why not you? Of course, it's possible. But here we're dealing with the basics, okay? So this is not a standard, but a basic for everyone that anyone can use anywhere. Okay, yes. So I put 555 to reduce the time frame in delivering your gig. Okay, now, yes. So just short of a day and stuff like that. So that's that about that. Now, grammar, spelling. You could also include this as an extra too, in case that is required, especially maybe you want to put that for okay, I'm not even sure where I can use this. Okay, let's leave that out. Fact checking, we already did that. Maybe the person require additional services on fact checking. You could also put that and earn more money. Now, revision. You could also earn money from revision. Okay, you've told them that you can only revise the document too. Where's our revision tab? Okay, yes, we said yes 2 times. If they want more revision, you tell them, okay, sorry, you gotta buy some revisions, 1 revision or 5 revision. Add additional 5 revision costs you how much? $5, okay, or $10. You know, stuff like that. You could add that, but we're not going to add that. We don't really need that. So you hit the save. When you're done, you can go through it to ensure that this is exactly what you want. Now, I've used this. You could use anything that you want to use. So click save. And yes, it always jumps right to requirement because I guess I filled the whole tab before. That's why it takes us back to this place. Now, we're going to come to the next tab, which is description and frequently asked questions. Now, this is the main. This is crucial to your making sales on Fiverr. Now you can only type 1,200 or 1,200 characters into this description box. Now, a brief description of your gig. Tell us what you want to offer. This is important. Now, you can see the way I started here: tested, trusted, and super cheap. Okay. That is a technique. You could start by asking questions. How do I mean? Okay. Now, I could just start this by saying, for example, I could say, you say, hello, hello. Okay. Okay. Are you read for you within 24 hours? That solves the problem. Okay, it solves the problem of someone who's running out of time and needs needs his document proofread within 24 hours. Now, that is another tip for you. When writing description, ensure that you are able to state how your gig solves the particular problem. It is really, really important. Let's move on. Okay, so that is a way to also start it up. Okay, now after putting that, I could say, do you have a large document and need proofreading. Okay. Now you have created another lead. Okay, this is also someone else who has a bulk work task that he or she needs to take care of. Now, while doing this, it is important that you also take note. If you see, I'm almost climaxed at that point. Now, let's quickly take a look at this. This is tested. Now, I could just, okay, maybe to align it with that statement, I can say you are in the right place. Oh, I like that. I could just say you are in the right place. You are in the right place. Okay. Now, I could say this gig is okay, tested and super cheap. How true is that? Now, is it super cheap? You don't have to use that. Okay, I could just say it is tested, trusted, tested, trusted, and your satisfaction is guaranteed. And your satisfaction, you could run into that problem because you have run out of space to type in. Okay, in guaranteed. Okay. Now, simply order this gig and I will professionally proofread and edit your document up to 1,000 words within 24 hours. Okay. All right. Now, larger documents, check the packages, big extras, or message me for a custom solution. Now, this is a tip you can use. Sometimes whatever it is you are stating here is not covered in what the buyer actually wants. So you can tell them to contact you directly before placing an order. Okay? Now, so my proofreading and editing services include, this is also important, what do you do? What exactly do you want to do in this proofreading task? Grammar and punctuation and spelling checks, tense issues, rephrasing, occasional poor sentence. Now, let's just move. Now, plagiarism and all of that. Watch and track changes are standard. Now, Microsoft Word, all these are crucial. Whatever it is, whatever gig, even if you're trying to, your area is web design. In web design, what exactly do you intend to do while you create your web design? So you have to also state all that you intend to do. Now, all of this will be delivered back to you clean and polished within 24 hours. Now, this is not a good claim. The reason is that because in my gig, I've already told them that it is going to be done 2-3 days, so that there's no conflict. So this you should also take note of. All right. Now, there's also a very important aspect, that's the frequently asked questions. It's good you let them know exactly questions that they may have in their mind, which can also be answered here in this tab. Now, here I put, how do I see your changes? Okay, now, the changes that I'm going to make, since I'm doing proofreading, how are they going to see? Now, I use Microsoft Word, track changes, which allows you to see every single change I make. You see, that is a feature on Microsoft Word that can help them see whatever change I make. Now, do you proofread website content? They need to know before placing it. Yes, I do. But I require the content in a Microsoft Word file. So these are conditions I'm giving them so that by the time they come, they know exactly what I'm for, what they will get at the end of the day. Now, if you see, I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, you could just have 3. Okay? Now, so that's that. You hit on save, then it takes you to a requirement that has been crying for all this while. It has always been coming here. Okay, now get all the information you need from buyers to get started. Now, this is here you can now add a question. When they come on your gig, this is a requirement that they need to provide. Of course, it is proofreading, meaning they have a content. a document that they want proofread. So here you can say, kindly provide your document. Kindly provide your document. Okay, you could even say kindly provide your requirement. As simple as that. There's no need putting much grammar. Okay, you can make it required. What I usually do is I give it because sometimes when they contact you on the chat, right there they may give you all the details that you need to do. So when you make it required, it all depends on what it is you intend to provide. Okay, now get it in a form of text or something that they can attach a document. So I'm going to put an attachment so that in case you need to attach a document, you click on add. Okay, so that is there. It is there for the client to see. Okay, all right. Now the next thing you're going to do is to hit the save button. You hit the save button. We're making good progress now, which is going to take us to the very last tab. When you hit the save button, it's supposed to take you there. So if it doesn't, you click on gallery. So that's the last option. So this is where you are going to place your gig. Okay, quickly now. This is where you're going to place it. So how do I do that? Now this is where you're going to place the gallery, what they see. Just the same way on these pages, you can see these images here. This is your Fiverr profile or gig image, as it is called. Your gig image. Your gig image. This is very crucial. It is important that you do this. Again, for this content that you have been getting, I would appreciate a like. So I'm going to wait for you to like this video and hit the subscribe button. Thank you. You are the best. I really appreciate this. That means a lot to me. Let's move right on. Now you can see this is a simple Fiverr gig image. Now you can see the dimension should be 550 pixels by 370. 550 by 370. That is 550 width and 370. It is so easy to do. Now if you see, now you can see this, it it sends a message of, okay, maybe you can see I stroke the proofread because it was wrongly spelled, and I now spelled it correctly, proofread and edit 1000 words within 24 hours. So yours could be any form. It looks too simple. Of course, it doesn't have to be complex. Okay, you could add your picture. Okay, now if you can see what I have here, this person said professional proofreading in 1 day. Awesome. Okay, this from a far distance you may not be able to see the text here. So people have different things. But see, they have sales. They have sales. They have sales. They have sales. So don't dwell too much and get yourself worked up trying to figure out how do I design this. But if that is what you would like to see next, how to create a gig image on Fiverr, if that is what you would like to see, put it on the comments below the next video you would like to see on Fiverr. If you want me to create that for you, I will hop right in and put it up for you. So that's it. We've created that. Now, if you have a video, what some do is they create a short video, maybe a 1 minute video or even less, 30-second video, 15-second video, and in that video just shows the content of what they want to do. That also it does very well too. It does very well. If you see here, okay, captures buyer attention with a video that showcases your service. Now, if you don't have this, don't kill yourself. You are not selling a video, so to speak. If that is your trade, that's what you want to do on Fiverr, that is awesome. But the focus should be the service that you want to render. Whatever it is you are putting on your gig page should portray that. So that is it about creating a gig on Fiverr. Then you hit on save. And when you do that, now you can go preview it and see how it looks. Save and preview. Okay. save and preview. When you click on it, it is going to pop up. Okay, my internet connection is wonderful. All right, so awesome. This is what everyone is going to see. Okay, now I think I like this gig image, but whatever, yours could be anything. Okay, now this is how everyone who wants to proofread or edit 1,000 words will click on this, and it will take them to this page. And this is what they are going to check. If they find anything that is interesting to them, they go here and they do what? Contact the seller. Number of words, you can see here, 1,000. Okay. Oh, we clicked on this earlier. Awesome. Now you see, anything more than that, it increases to 2,000. Okay. Now that means here needs some tweaking, of course, but all the same, there are different items, and they have different things that you intend to do. Okay, now that we have achieved this, so we're good. So what you're going to see is, as soon as you hit save on this last tab, it's going to tell you that you're done. You'll see a congratulations message. The reason you're not seeing this yet is because this has already been created. Okay, now it is important. I just saw this information that you only upload content that you own. Don't go steal someone's art and place it on Fiverr. Fiverr could take down your gig. Honestly speaking, Fiverr can take down your gig. So be unique. It is not difficult. This is just placing this on a plain image. There's nothing here. Anybody can do that. But if you want me to walk you step by step how you can create a converting gig image for free, then make that comment below, and you're going to see the video soon. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. As always, I'm here for you to make sure you earn money on Fiverr, earn money online, even if you're working from home or as a side hustle, but to make sure that you have some money in your pocket. This could become a full-time job for you. See you next time. God bless you. Love you. Bye.